In an ancient village nestled deep within the forest, there lived a young woman named Wumi. She was admired by her people for her kindness, her gentle spirit, and her beauty. Each morning, Wumi would rise before dawn, her clay pot balanced on her head, making her way to the village stream to fetch fresh water. One particular morning, as the first light touched the trees, Wumi noticed a figure she'd never seen before, standing by the water. A tall, striking man with eyes that sparkled like stars and air of a mystery around him. Wumi was cautious but curious. The man noticed her and smiled warmly. His name was Obina. He said, "Good morning, fair maiden. I am Obina, just a traveler passing through. May I help you with your pot?" Wumi, though hesitant, nods and allows him to help. Obina lifts her pot effortlessly, balancing it on her head. With kindness and grace, Obina helped Wumi with her pot, lifting it as though it weighed nothing. This became their morning ritual. Each day he would wait for her by the stream, helping her and sharing tales of distant lands. As day turned to weeks, Wumi's heart grew fond of him. His kindness and charm warmed her, and soon she found herself in love with this mysterious man who had appeared in her life like a dream. And one day, Obina asked her for her hand in marriage. A little wedding days. Despite the villagers' curiosity and her family initial hesitation, they blessed the union, and Wumi and Obina were married beneath the sacred bobwa tree. Many months passed, and their life was blissful until strange things began to happen. In the quiet hours of night, Wumi would wake up to find their room bathed in a faint, shimmering light and heard sounds that could only be described as hoof prints. Some they describe it as hoof beats. At first she thought it was her imagination, but one night her curiosity won. She reached for a lamp, lit it, turned to look at her sleeping husband, shocked as she sees a unicorn lying where her husband should be. A beautiful creature with a silvery coat and a glowing horn, and it was white as snow. What she saw made her heart race. Lying beside her was a magnificent unicorn with a single spiraling horn that glowed softly in the dark. As she stepped back in shock, the creature stirred, opening its eyes. In an instant, her husband Obina was back, looking at her with deep sadness. Obina started to explain, "Wumi, please, don't be afraid. I didn't want you to find out this way. It's not meant for you to find out this way. I wanted to tell you. I was just waiting for the right time." Wumi stared at him, speechless. Her mind was racing. Wumi's voice trembled as she asked the questions that filled her heart with dread. She murmured and whispered, What are you, Obina? And why did you marry me if you are not truly a human?" Obina begins to explain, his face a mix of sorrow and relief. He said, "I am from another world, a mystical kingdom hidden from human sight. In my world, I am a unicorn, bound to the ancient magic of our land." Obina revealed the truth to her. He was a unicorn from a mystical kingdom, a land where unicorns roamed free and protected the balance of nature. But to become a leader in his kingdom, a unicorn had to complete a difficult task, that is to win the heart of a human woman and convince her to become his wife. Wumi looked so shocked. Her hands were covering her mouth, her eyes were wide open. Obina continued, "Every unicorn who hopes to lead must first prove his worth by earning a human's love. But for as long as my kind has tried, no one has ever succeeded. Humans, they fear our true form and turn away." Obina explained how he has searched for years for a way to win this challenge, only to discover a hidden magic, an ancient spell that allowed him to transform into a human. When he met Wumi, he knew he had found the one he wanted to share his life with, but his love was genuine, his kindness real. Obina continued explaining earnestly, every moment with you, Wumi, was it true. My love for you is real, but I feared you would turn away if you saw what I really am. Wumi took a step back, fear and heartbreak in her eyes. Wumi was so hurt and so unsure. So, this was a test, a trick to make me love you. Obina, in a heartfelt conversation, said, no, it was no trick, Wumi. I love you. I will never deceive you if I didn't have to. If this is too much, I will not stop you from leaving me. You are free to go. Wumi paused a little bit and looked at him. She was struggling with her emotions, remembering all the kindness and all the love, and for her to think she was gonna lose him just like that. Then her face softened up. She stepped closer. Wumi said in a whisper, if your love is true and if you promise to keep me safe, then I will stay. I will be your wife, unicorn or not. Obina's heart filled with joy, and from that day forward, Wumi accepted him for who he was. She accepted the fact that he will change at night sometimes because she really loved Obina. One evening, Obina offered to take her to his homeland to show her the beauty of the unicorn kingdom. Together they stepped into the unicorn realm, a place where the unicorn kingdom was glowing with flowers, rivers of light, towering trees with silver leaves, a breathtaking world of bioluminescent rivers, a shimmering forest. And there, Wumi was welcomed with open arms as the queen, honored for her courage and her love. And so Wumi became a legend, a woman whose love crossed worlds, bridging the human and the mystical kingdoms. Her courage and kindness made her beloved among the unicorns. They loved her. They loved her heart, her spirit, and her acceptance. And she and Obina ruled with wisdom and compassion. Some say that if you listen closely by the stream at dawn in the morning, you will hear the soft sounds of hoofs and the laughter of a woman who chose love, bridging two worlds to all eternity. If you enjoyed this story, please kindly subscribe, like, and share.